Top 5 Oracle decks of 2024. So I don't use a lot of Oracle decks. I don't have a lot and I don't use them in every reading, but this past year I started using them more and I'm really starting to fall in love with Oracle. Every time I do a reading, I keep track of the decks I use. And so at the end of the year, I just tally it all up and I can see which decks I used the most and which I used the least. So these are the top 5 most used Oracle decks from this past year. Coming in at number 5 is this little deck. It's called Secret Garden, Enchanting Messages from Quiet Spaces. So this is just a little mini deck and I keep this at my desk at work. So this is probably why it's in the top 5. And as you can see, it's just got a little keyword and then a little message. I have started using these a lot as sort of just a daily affirmation. I also use this in like mini patchwork readings, which I like to do as my daily draw. If you're interested in hearing more about that, I can make a video about my patchwork readings. They make for a great daily draw. Just really simple, cute little backs. Comes in a nice little box, easy to keep in your bag or at your desk, keep around you. Really nice deck. My 4th most used deck of 2024 is Animal Apothecary, and I have the feeling this is going to be higher on the list next year because I didn't have this the whole year, but boy, I am loving it. So mass market deck, so easy to access. Great guidebook, really, but you don't have to have the guidebook because it has lovely art and keywords on each card. So for me, the best Oracle decks have keywords because I can use them without the guidebook if I want to. I also find that this art works really well with a lot of the tarot decks I have, which makes it a really useful deck, and probably why, even though I didn't have it the whole year, it made it into the top 5. I don't know what to say. It's a standard tarot size, so that's nice. It works really well. Kind of stiffer cardstock, but still really nice. Oh, here's the backs, very cute. I just really like the art and I like the messages. The guidebook is really good, so I recommend if you do get this, go ahead and read the guidebook. Don't skip it all the time anyway, because it's really nice. My 3rd most used deck of 2024 is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Okay, let me tell you about this. This is mass market and really fun to use, but I don't really use it, I think, the way it's supposed to be used. Also, this box is ridiculous. So you have this pull thing, and then you have to split the deck in 2 pieces, and it comes with this large guidebook, which is great. But this situation bothers me so much. So I keep this deck in a zipper pouch because I cannot with the split boxes. Cannot be doing that. Smaller cards, smaller than standard size. I think these are probably about playing card size. Here, one second, let me see. Okay, close to playing card size, not exactly. They're a little bit larger than playing card size. Very large amount of cards, which is juicy and nice. Really what I like about these is the keywords are very easy to access, and the art, honestly, the art looks so good with so many of my decks. I rarely use Oracle on its own. I use it in readings with tarot. And so I think probably the reason this deck is as high as it is because it looks good with a lot of my decks. But again, I really like an Oracle with keywords. I really like this art. This is an astrology-based Oracle, so if I knew more about astrology or wanted to learn more, this would probably be like a deeper Oracle for me. But the way I'm using it now works great for me, and I really like it. In the number 2 position is another one of these little mini affirmations decks. This is Moon Magic, Deep Moon Messages. I cannot tell you how much these little Oracle cards resonate with me. The sentences, the phrases, the words of power, whatever you want to say, really, really resonate with me. And then as you can see, they've got a moon phase. I guess I don't really use that very much, but every time I pull one of these cards, I find the message to be extremely powerful. This is another one I keep at my desk, so I have it with me every day, which is, again, probably why it's in the top 5. But honestly, I just really like this deck. If I had to choose one of my favorites, I think this would be one of them. So not just useful, but also super great. And my number 1 most used Oracle deck of 2024 is Poesis. I'm a little obsessed with this deck. I love it so much. Huge amount of cards. I don't know how many, 77 cards, which is quite a lot for an Oracle deck. I just adore this art so much. Oh, and I'm covering it up, but there are keywords, really amazing keywords. The art is just fantastic. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm struggling a little bit with the cards because it's really thick rose petal finish cardstock. I hate it. I will never buy another deck with this kind of cardstock and this kind of finish. I know there are a lot of readers out there that buy decks because of this. They love it. They love how it feels. I'm telling you, if I have to fight with my deck to use the cards, I can't. I put the deck down. That is a testament to how amazing this Oracle deck is, because even though I have to fight to shuffle it, I have to fight to fan it out. It's hard for me to even just, like you can see it's sticking. I still use it constantly because it's amazing, because of the beautiful art, because of the messages I get from it. Even if I have to fight with the cardstock, oh, sorry. Even if I have to fight with the cardstock, I will fight it. It's that worth it. So again, this is an indie deck, at least in the US. I believe there's a French mass market version, but make sure you're getting it from the creator so that you are not supporting counterfeit decks and theft of their art and their intellectual property. And that's it. That's my top 5 most used Oracle decks of 2024. And if you have any questions about these, I'd be happy to answer them. It's really fun for me to talk about readings and decks and cards. I'd do it all day if I could.